Once a student turns in their assignment through Moodle, the grading process is really pretty easy. I'm going to show you using this assignment 1. I had one of my fake students turn in a paper for this. The benefit of having your assignments here is that students can turn things in without having to run them off, without having to physically hand them to you. And then as soon as you grade them, they'll get an email saying that the assignment's been graded. It's added to their grade book and all that, so they don't have to wait for it to be turned back to them. And with the way Moodle is now, you actually have the ability to write some notes on there and highlight things. And I'll show you how that works. What I do is I click to the assignment. Let me show you that again. In here, I just find the assignment that I want, and this is in this week in assignment 1. So if I click on that to open it, now if I wanted to do some editing and things, I could do that from here. So you don't have to open editing and edit settings and so forth. You can get to it this way too. But when it's time to grade it, it'll show me I have 7 participants. 1 person has submitted it so far. And there are a few different ways to do it, but I like to just click on the View All Submissions. That way, if you're looking throughout the week to see who's done it early, you can get some of the grading done as they come in instead of wait until it's due. This shows it's been submitted for grading. The one underneath it shows that it's already been graded. This one he didn't actually submit. I just gave him a grade, but it shows that it's already been graded. This one doesn't. And you can, if you did want to download what he did, you could click on this and it would open it up. But through Moodle now, if I click on grade, it'll open up the assignment and then it'll convert it for me. So whether he did it as a PDF, which this one was, or a Word document or a Google Doc, it'll transform it over into a PDF for me that I can scroll through and read here. If there's more than one page, I can click through the pages here. If you happen to have it set up where they can turn in an online submission or upload a text, this first page will be blank. So if you open it up and the page is blank, look up here to see if there's pages 2, 3, and 4, and then you click and it'll go to page 2, and then that's where it'll start. So that's something just to kind of keep in mind. Now you can read through it here, and then over on this side is where I can give my grade. I had a maximum of 10 here, so I can give him his grade here. I can put in some feedback comments that he'll be able to read. And then the other thing I want to show you, though, is if I really like this particular sentence, I can use these up here. So I'm going to click on the highlighter, and it defaults to red, but I would just soon do it in yellow. So I'm going to change that to yellow. And I really like this point that he made. This really hits. So then I can highlight that. And if I go back to this arrow, the clicker, then I can scroll around in here and click on places. I won't make it yellow again. The other thing that I can do is I can click on this and make a sticky note in here. And let's say down here at the bottom. Now that's just a white one, but if I wanted to write in here, I can do that. Now the other thing I can do is make different colored notes in here. So I can put this in. And then I have that in there. As you add things, I can also, let's just do this, I guess. I can do a line that will circle something. I can make a box. So let's say I have some of these things and I decided I did the wrong thing. I don't want this here. All I have to do is I click back on the pointer, and then I click on this and see it brings up this little trash can. So it'll take away that particular one. I click on this. So I have that same kind of thing. The difference with the boxes is if I click here, I can either add that comment to a quick list or just delete the comment, and then that's what makes it go away. So that's a little bit different. So you can mark these things up in here. And especially if it's something that you want to turn back to the student and say, either here's a great job, I continue doing this in the future, or in the future I'd like you to change things. You might just tell the students right off the bat that whatever I highlight, I'm not going to necessarily put notes in there. That just means I really like what you said there. So however you want to use this is something that you can use, and then the students can see these marks. Then I go over here and I give him his grade. In here I can make more comments with a little bit more detail maybe than you can put in these small boxes. But you can tell them I like this part, I'd like you to change this part. Next time, make sure you do your references in this way, however you want to do that. And you notice down here, notify students. That's marked by default. And what that means is as soon as I save changes, it's going to send them an email saying that your assignment's been graded, and then they can look to do that. If for some reason you don't want to send that email, you can uncheck that box, hit Save Changes, and it'll go to the gradebook. So the changes were saved. And then if I go back to Assignment 1 and back into View All Submissions, now submitted for grading, and now it has been graded, and it has the grade here. So that's just a run through on how to open your assignments and grade them and see them. If they upload a YouTube video, those links will show up over on the side when you're in there, and you can do that, because sometimes you might have students create a video and upload it to YouTube and turn that in for their assignment. So you can get into all of them through this method. If you're trying some new things and you're not familiar with how it works, or if you have any questions, just fill out a help desk ticket and we'll be glad to help you with it. Have a good day.